I just sat there and ate my chips. Ooh, I had chilli sauce in that. Allotments. Oh, my mouth is on fire. Ooh. Oh my god. What usually happens is when I have chilli sauce on food, I usually buy 2 cans of Diet Coke. I forgot about that. I only bought 1. Oh wow. Oh, my eyes are watering. Oh, that's too much. Oh, that's too hot. Oh, my mouth feels on fire. Some elderly, well, not elderly, I'm getting old myself. 2 women about 50s or 60s. Walked past. One of them looked really fat, and she was laughing at me eating my chip. But I have to, because if I was to eat the chips at home, see, if I get takeaways, I usually have them outdoors. I don't mean outdoors as in the middle of the park. This is the first time I've done this. I mean outdoors as in McDonald's, Burger King. Have a takeaway and take it round to Leeds, for instance. Subway, King Kebab Burger in Droitwich. Let's fill the hole actually. Smooth like butter, what? Twitter. I don't know who you are, sorry. I'm not replying to people I don't know who they are. Gesture. Gosh, you couldn't even walk up here. It's not much of a hill. Bloody heck. People are lazy in Wychbold. I might start doing that with my McDonald's, because you know, it's much nicer scenery for a start. So the scenery, like, it's much nicer scenery. And I must admit, I take videos like this because I get nervous walking around places. Someone said I had PTSD a couple of years ago, maybe. I don't know. I don't take medication, so I've been advised to take medication a couple of times, but I've always refused. So I am what I am, which is a bit sort of loopy, a bit sort of crazy. Ooh, I never walked this way before. So that's the reason. Oh, there's the other gym over there, look. Yeah, that lady in Saver, she says, oh, what are you doing in Bromsgrove if you live in Wychbold? I says, well, I'm going to the gym. I says, well, the gym in Bromsgrove is only £21, the pure gym. The gym in Wychbold over there, private gym, is £59.99 a month per person. So about 3 times more, almost 3 times more than the Bromsgrove gym. In other words, I could pay for myself and another couple for the price of that one. But it is a bit more. It is a bit posh. They've got like a jacuzzi in there, saunas, heated swimming pool, ice room, steam room, and all that. But I don't really need all that. I just need a gym, really. If I get bored of the gym, maybe I'll go back to that one. But the price, £60 a month. It's like, whoa. So that's closed off. There used to be a way through there. I used to take Luna through there. I did. I used to always take Luna through there. So Now, a lot of the videos I do, because people probably wonder why I make so many videos. A lot of the videos I do is because of nerves. A lot of it. It's a record of. See, if I was to ever get attacked or anything like that, it's all recorded on this video. See what I mean? A lot of the time, it's like a nervous reaction. You know, because people say, "Oh, you make a lot of videos on YouTube." But the main reason is my nerves. That's the main reason I do it, because it's like having a companion. It's like having someone with you, and therefore, you know, I don't know whether anyone else has tried eating chips in a park, but it feels awkward. It does. It feels awkward. For one thing, it feels like I'm pigging out. Which not really, because I've been to the gym for about 2 hours, so I probably plus I haven't had lunch. I don't have lunch most days. I only have lunch if I get bored. If I've got time to kill, then I might have lunch, but most days I don't have lunch. Usually I have breakfast, which consists of porridge and milk, obviously. I don't have sugar on my porridge. What else do I have? It's a bit early to head back, isn't it? It's only like 6. I'm trying to record Wychbold for you. So yeah, this is Wychbold. Yeah, got the village all over there. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying there. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I probably burnt my breakfast off on going to the gym anyway. So, because having porridge probably doesn't equal the same as running on the treadmill and going on the stepper. I found the stepper a bit tricky. Mainly because I haven't been to the gym for a few months. I've been walking the Lick Hills and around Wychbold. So, which is, as you just saw. So, I'm just taking a quick video. Yeah. You live down there. Oh, they can't be that posh, and that was them 2 women. I thought they were posh to be laughing at me. I tell you, people around here are stuck up, I tell you. And it's not even, I mean, them houses behind me are posh, but the houses over that direction are council. I don't see what the big issue is. I don't know why people need to be posh or snobs or something. What's the big issue? We're all here, we all eat, we all shit, we all, you know, why do people need to be snobby for? What, because Wychbold is small? Well, a lot of places are small. There's a lot of villages in Worcestershire that are small. I noticed this in Bombsgrove earlier when that woman, she said, "What are you doing in this shit?" Oh, I thought, bloody heck. I haven't heard people speak like that in ages, if at all. I don't consider myself posh whatsoever, not even remotely. How can I be posh? I live in a council flat, 2-bedroom council flat. It's not exactly posh, is it? So, you know, I don't understand why people need to be posh. Not posh, I mean snobby. Well, they got money. Money doesn't make you posh. How can money make you posh? No, money doesn't make you posh. I can think of people who have money and just waste it on alcohol, drugs, like celebrities and stuff. They just spend their money on drugs and everything. How's that posh, buying drugs every 5 minutes? That's not posh. No, money doesn't mean posh. Posh is when you're brought up in a wealthy environment, which I wasn't brought up in a wealthy environment. If you're brought up in a wealthy environment, that's when that's when people are posh. Or if they hang around with other people, I could have a walk up there, couldn't I? Or if you hang around with people who talk posh, then you can pick up the same kind of. For instance, my friend Lee, he talks posh, and therefore maybe I talk posh. I don't know. See, he grew up near Stratford upon Avon, so that's probably where he gets his. That's probably why he talks posh. But I didn't grow up in Stratford. I grew up in Birmingham, which isn't posh at all, not even remotely. So I can't sound posh. I never said I'm posh. Who said I'm posh? You said I'm posh? What am I talking about? Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm in my own world most of the time. I'm so far gone, I can even hear people's thoughts in my head when I'm trying to sleep. I hear Daniel talking to me, I hear Aaron talking to me, I hear different people talking to me when I'm asleep. Even my nan, my gran. See, when you're doing a lot of meditation, you merge into one. Now, meditation I can talk about all day long. When you do a lot of meditation, you merge into one. There's one soul in everything. So, if you really want to be part of everything, then do meditation. Because it doesn't matter how far people are away from you, if you do meditation, then you'll feel them in your head. A bit like the film X-Men, Apocalypse, is it? Where he says, you don't need Cerebro, Charles, you have me. Because he can project the thoughts. Oh, hello. Oh, blessings. Bless. Oh, hello. It's a little blackbird, isn't there? It's disappeared. People are probably looking at me strange. What the heck's he doing? Standing talking to a little tiny bird. No. It might solve a few issues in the world if people are a bit more in tune with nature, rather than destroying nature. You know, if people was to take more time spent in nature, then nature wouldn't be destroyed. You know, people would appreciate nature more. If you went to the countryside, if you went to the hills, if you went to the mountains, the valleys, the waterfalls, you might think actually nature's really pretty. I don't want to lose it. I don't be bothered to do all that walking. No, I need to go back and sort the dogs out. No, I can't be bothered. I've got to give them another tin of food. I've had a shower. I don't need a shower, do I? What else could I do? Oh, it's only a short walk. Oh, go on then. I might as well. I do need to get back soon though, because I've got to give them a tin of dog food, and I got. At the moment, I'm giving them 2 a day. 1 before I leave, and 1 when I get back. But how fast he's growing, I might start upping it up to 3 tins soon. So, I think I'm going to turn the camera around. I think is that better? The covers are on the back camera won't. The back camera won't work because the because I've got a double cover, you see, for my phone. It goes all the way around my phone. So this thing here, say that there, that is facing the back of my iPhone. No, I don't think I'm posh at all. It's just I was like a bit like, whoa, okay. So bombs go to the shithole then, is there? I didn't know that. I think it's quite nice myself. I mean, but then again, I don't live there, do I? People always tend to think that when they live somewhere. I mean, when I lived in Birmingham, I used to think that. When I lived in Droitwich, well, not so much. Well, where I lived weren't too bad, Hanbury Road, but what I'm trying to say is people get bored of the area they live, and probably that's what she meant. She just put it a bit too bluntly. I was like, if she had said, "Oh, there's not much to do around here," that would have been fine. But that's how she said it. She's like, "Bombs goes." That's why I usually walk down there. That goes down to Canal. She's like, "Oh, Bombs goes a shithole." I thought, really? I thought, seems okay to me. It's got Cafe Nero. It's got Holland and Barrett. It's got some decent shops that I go in. I go in Holland and Barrett. I go in W.S. Smith's, another one. Office, I go in there occasionally. Like I picked up some paper clips today. Poundland, I go in occasionally. I haven't been in there in ages, months. Main ones I go in is Holland and Barrett, Boots, Superdrug, W.H. Smith's. That's probably the 4 main ones I go in. I could probably narrow that down to 3 because there's no Superdrug these days in Droitwich. So Boots, W.H. Smith's and Holland and Barrett. What else do I go in? If I go to Birmingham, I go to HMV or Clone Zone. But that's not really posh, is it? Get tapped by bloody gnats again. I haven't done this walk in ages, look. So yeah, I haven't done it in ages, this walk. I haven't done this walk in ages. It's a nice house there. I used to do this walk with Luna. Nice house. Looks Elizabethan or something, Tudor. Looks very old, doesn't it? I wonder how old that house is. Oh, there's people out in the garden, sorry about that. Church. You can actually say stop filming my property, can't you? I wish I'd Droitwich. I was about to get run over then. God, he looked grumpy, didn't he? What the heck? I'm on the wrong side of the road. I should be on that side of the road. This is what I tell Lee when I do walks with him. You're supposed to face traffic, you're supposed to walk towards traffic so you can see it, not away from traffic. I'm still having slight problems with the gears when I had my driving lesson. It's when the road, because he takes me in the middle of the day, you see, so it gets very busy, and it's when I start panicking. If I'm out on the lanes, then I'm fine, but it takes me through the centre of Worcester sometimes. And I've got cars coming at you from all directions, and I do occasionally panic. Not very often these days, but occasionally I'll panic. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, that's pretty. Very pretty. I've got loads of appointments this week. I'll go weeks without appointments and I have loads of appointments on the same couple of days. 3 people tomorrow wanted to see me all on the same day. I've had to turn 2 of them down and choose one of them. Friday got like a gay meeting on Friday. Me, Lee, Chris and Danny. It's a bit like our own gay meeting, I think. Now I was supposed to see Kath tomorrow, and then a guy on Grindr wanted to see me. He lives in Worcester. And then another guy wanted to meet up with me, who's on recon. I'm like, oh bloody heck. Okay, to fit one person in per day. So I asked the guy on recon, I says I'll only meet him in a public place. I says I'm not gonna, because he wants me to go to the woods and he wants to rip up my t-shirt. I says no, I'll only meet him in a public place, because obviously, because he sounds dangerous, more dangerous than David. Yeah, he sounds dangerous. He talks about strangling me until I pass out. He talks about breaking my ribs. He talks about knocking me out and then getting men to rape me, kind of thing. And I'm like, well, I don't know. To be honest, I'd rather just have a relationship, but the guy in Worcester, Chris, is very aloof. You could say, very sort of distant. I'm sometimes blunt to him, to be honest. I'm sometimes like, are you going to dominate me or what? Kind of. I messaged him last night. I says, are you going to dominate me, correct or incorrect? This was at 2 in the morning because I'm getting fed up of waiting for him to dominate me. But at the same time, it's probably good actually, because this guy who I'm meeting tomorrow, I've had to sort of push him back because he's the opposite of Chris. Chris is very sort of laid back, but this guy, Ricky, is definitely not laid back. He's like talk about, well, now I've told him how I feel, that I'm nervous and scared of him and this, that and the other. Now he's sort of backed off a little bit and says he'll meet me in a cafe, but before he was saying he'll take me to the woods and stuff. I'm like, well, no, I don't want to be taken to the woods, thank you, because I don't know what will happen in the woods for a start. I mean, yeah, I can run. If I had to, I could run quite fast, but if a load of men, if he's in contact with a load of guys and they'll surround me, then how am I supposed to run then? And I'm not fighting people. I don't do fighting. I haven't really fought anyone in my life, really, apart from one kid in my school who called my dad a spastic, I think he did. Something like that, and I just saw red and just, when I was about 9 years of age, I kicked him so hard he fell to the floor. I was brought into head teacher's office, Mrs. Wychbold, and she said what happened, and she had a right go at me. I told her what he did, and she let me off, because she knew how bad the situation was, because my nan went into the school once and explained about my dad, and my nan was in a right state. She was crying and everything. The head teacher must have felt really bad for her, because she offered her cups of tea, she offered her milk for the dog. It's I don't want to be thinking about sad memories. So yeah, what was I going to say? So I'm only meeting this Ricky in a public place, like cafe near. I suggested cafe near. I'm not. He wants me to meet me at the train station, but if I get nervous, I'm going to be like, what's wrong with my eye? It feels really sore. It feels really sore, it does. But yeah, as I say, if I get nervous, I'm just going to leave him and go back, because I don't like being in situations where I'm... Yes, it's true, it did used to be a fantasy of mine, but not anymore. After David, I'm very sort of cautious, very sort of... I let my guard down too much with David. I was like, yeah, whatever, yeah, of course you're going to dominate me, kind of. And I just let my guard completely down, and just like, I'm still here for him. He keeps buying me on tags. And I message him loads of times, David, and he doesn't bother messaging me back. That's another thing this channel is, it's like my counselling session. And your session begins now. Yeah. God, my skin's really dry, isn't it? I need to go back and do some moisturiser. This is Wychbold, Pear Tree Way. Got some nice houses here. Yeah. So, what was I going to say? That chips was nice, actually. It was a chip shop by heading towards Lidl's, heading towards Pure Gyms. Because the one by the bus station, I fell out with her. She's so rude, jeez. Basically, last year my chips fell, and I asked her about it, and she says, "What do you expect me to do? It's your fault," she said. "If you drop your chips, you have to buy more chips." I thought, bloody heck. I'll tell you one thing about Bombsgrove, they definitely speak their mind, which is good in a way. In Droitwich, they all act like they're all bloody... When you compare the two towns, in Droitwich, they're all like, ooh, I come from Droitwich, ooh. I'm like, really? I'm in Droitwich as well, and I'm not bothered. It's just a town. It's just a village. You know, there's people living. Look at these houses. These houses are way posh than where I live. See what I mean? That's what I mean. I'm not posh. Look at them. Oh, well, more posh than where I live. I live on the council part. I do. So, but I'll probably stay there until Star has puppies and stuff, and then if I've got enough money, I'd like to buy a house in the future with a garden. It depends, because my savings have gone down dramatically since last year. I think I was just on a spending spree. After a 4-year relationship, I was just on a spending spree, just spending money left, right and centre. Kept going up to Birmingham all the time, buying things, and my money's gone down like loads. Like about half what it was before. So yeah, it's gone down dramatically, because plus going to hotels with David as well, because I felt nervous being in his flat. So I used to often suggest going to a hotel and paying for it, because I knew I'd feel more comfortable in like a hotel kind of thing. So yeah, because a lot of times I just felt like I could just sit in his bathroom all day long and just cry, to be honest, because I felt really, really scared. I felt really, really scared to be around him. So yeah. Okay, I live down there, so better end the video. But that's how I felt, to be honest. I felt really scared to be with Dave. Actually, I'm going to go that way so I can talk a bit longer. I can talk a bit longer if I go this way. I felt really, really scared, to be honest, when I was with David. A lot of time I just wanted to stay in that bath. Oh, you know what, I'm not going to talk about this actually. Alright then people, I'm going to go because I want to head back. Alright, bye. Love, light and blessings to everyone, including David. Love, light and blessings, love, light and blessings, love, light and blessings.